Governor Godwin Obaseki has blasted Buhari and his APC government. It says Buhari APC continue to throw millions of Nigerians into poverty. Hello, my wonderful people. That is the executive governor of Edo State. One of the governors who people thought would have signed the open grazing by now and has not. And his reason is so flimsy. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You know what he said? He said, if he signs the anti-grazing law, how is he going to implement that indeed the law is followed? And the question remains, guys, don't be deceived, okay? The allocations that comes to governors from the federal every month, are we listening? A portion of that money, a good portion of that money is tagged security. Now in the Southwest, the governors came together and they put together what we call a security outfit called Amotekun, and they pay from the location of their state. It's not the federal. Just like the North, they have Isaba. The governors of the North pay. But Obaseki, I don't know what they do with the money in Edo State anyway. But now, I mean, he's speaking a good one. He's saying Buhari and APC is destroying Nigeria, throwing people into poverty. Let's get all the details. The Edo State Governor, Godwin Obaseki, has declared that only the People Democratic Party, PDP, can rescue Nigeria and place it on the path of economic prosperity again and sustainable development. Obaseki stated this while he received members of Atiku's support group, led by Chief Raymond Dasoki, who were on a courtesy visit at the government house in Benin City. He said, if Nigeria is going to be savaged, PDP has to step into the situation to salvage this country politically from the situation of drowning. So, I mean, please, I'll continue, but I just want to emphasize something here. Do you know the governors, the senators, the House of Rep members, all forms of government know that Buhari is a failure? Just to put it out there. Let's continue. He said, if Nigeria is going to be savaged, PDP has to step into the current drowning the country is experiencing politically. The stakes are too high. We cannot allow Nigeria to continue to go in this way. Our great party must come to the rescue and take over the reins of power in this country. What we see ahead is not pleasant at all. I just pray that the Almighty God sees us through next year financially so we can even have presidential election. With what I see, the presidential election, I don't want to say much on that. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Remember Obaseki raised an alarm about money being printed in this country and they quickly shut him down. They could do nothing to him because he's a governor. Remember? It's making a serious point that the presidential election 2023 is at stake. Let's continue. He continued, I don't just see how we can continue to be deceiving ourselves. We try to prevent the country from growing by limiting and restraining to imports, becoming with all forms of excuses to limit people from buying and importing what they cannot produce and need to live. On the other hand, they are restricting foreign exchange availability. They are just throwing millions of Nigeria into more and more poverty. My commitment today is to our great party, the People Democratic Party. I accept the responsibility of leading our registration process. We have done very well successfully pilot it in Edo, which I am hoping that the new committee will adopt so that we can roll out and build membership across the country. The soul of democracy is making sure that we build our party like institutions, the governor noted. Addressing members of the delegations, Obaseki stated that decision of the majority of our people is the way we must go. Atiku Abubakar is a Nigerian that is committed to this country. His achievements are visible, so he is qualified to contest the position of president of Nigeria. And as you know, at the end of the day, power ultimately comes from God. On his part, Dasope commended the governor for his great giant steps of transformation project embarked on by his administration since he assumed office. He noted the way and manner the people have been accepting and have been working to ensure things are done well. So this is what is going on. If you listen very closely, Obaseki made serious points. First of all, you know the whole ban on importation. He stressed to it that this is another cave. This is what happened when, will I say, an illiterate person or somebody who does not understand the opportunity of creating, or giving people availability to be able to live. Just the foreign exchange is a business for people which take them out of unemployment. Just importation things will be cheap. People will be able to buy what they cannot produce. But all that has been, and people has died. Oh, I believe this administration, to a large extent, is like they feed on, will I call it, they feed on, this administration to a large extent, they feed on things that are not working. People are dying, things are being, that's what gives them the drive. That's what makes them, continue to do what they do. Largely, that's the way I feel. Honestly, honestly, that's the way I feel. I feel like the administration, is happy with the way things are, cannot be bothered, and that's the way I feel, honestly. It feels very much like this administration, is enjoying the way things are. Yes, enjoying the way things are. Things not working is fine. People dying is fine. Maybe that's what makes them thrive. Maybe, maybe because it's really a clear indication that the country is gasping for breath, and they don't care. You know, they don't care. They don't even they don't even want anything to change. In fact, they love the way things are. They love the way things are. They continue to allow it, you know. They continue to allow it to go on. They continue to allow it to go on the way it is. Nobody cares. Everybody's just happy. But I say nobody cares because nobody's speaking or making any effort to change the way things are. They're just comfortable and just walking around, and if people complain, then you go to prison. Then, like on the kind of Sunday Boho, you are the one who goes, So it's all it's very, very on, very, very, something, that you cannot begin to, really point your finger to. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Have a lovely day.